can't like force you to have a relationship. That's between you and God. But it's important.
Okay. Is it a deal breaker for you?
Oh, Jesus.
She said that's a deal breaker. Good job.
Only just because,
Hey, you gotta stick to your roots, all right?
baby, yeah. You almost made it.
It's all good.
So you said you explore. What does that mean?
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another exciting episode of An Older Man That's Me. My name is Marvin Kane, and I am going to be reacting to the popular dating show Pop the Balloon or Find Love. So I'll be giving you my opinion as I react to the interactions between these men and women, as to how they dress, what it says about them, as to their interactions with one another, what they say to one another, the belief systems that they may have, and just cultural appreciations for the way that people are. So I'll be making notes of that. Now, you can help our channel to grow by hitting the subscribe button and helping us to reach 25,000 or more subscribers. And also, but if you hear me say something in this video and you don't like it, put it in the comments. I want to hear what you think. If you hear me say something that you like, that you think I'm on point, put it in the comments. I want to hear what you think. But if you have your own thought, you didn't like what I said, you think I'm just plain out wrong, put it in the comments. I want to hear from your perspective. I don't know if there's going to be a match at the end of the show. Watch it with me so we can both find out together.
All right, let's go ahead and bring out our next single guy.
Here are our ladies, all 8.
Hello, welcome in. I'll have you.
Okay, so here we have a gentleman that's walked in very confident, and he's simple. He's got on a simple black pair of pants. He's got on a shirt that's got a white ring around it. Nothing complicated about him. You can tell his hair is nice and shaped up, so he does care about his appearance. His beard is nicely shaped up as well. He's looking at Arlette as he grabs the mic from her. He's paying attention. He's not touching her hand. He's cleanly grabbing the mic. So here's a gentleman that, in my opinion, is calm, not very argumentative. He's the kind of person, he knows what he wants, and I think he operates with a plan. I think he's kind of like, I don't know the word. Maybe he's a little slick. Maybe he's a little coy. But I think he is a good person all in all. But I don't think he has it all together. I think there's a lot of things in life he's not sure about, which is why he keeps things that'll befit him simple. So I think he's just looking for a simple relationship, something very basic, something that will make him happy, the woman happy, something real simple. All right, so that's my take on that. Let's play the video.
Oh, what's your name?
Marvin.
And his name is Marvin. So that's a good start right there. Now, the name Marvin, if you want the definition, it means everybody's friend, lover of the sea. I love that name. That's my name. And that's what I try to do, make people my friend. But let's see what he does. Will he make a friend today out of these ladies? I don't know.
Marvin, how old are you?
30 years old.
30. Okay, and what do you do?
So I'm in the Air Force. I am an image consultant, and I also do personal training.
Okay, all right. You're a busy man.
Yeah,
And now, what do you look for in a woman?
I mean, similar things. Like, I like a woman that is also in shape, that likes to value that. Has a good head on her shoulders. I know it's kind of vague, but, you know, I feel like I kind of sense that vibe rather than, like, put into words.
Okay.
And you can see he's not a very outspoken person. He doesn't use a lot of words to describe his feelings. He is vague. So you're never going to really know what this man really wants, at least not in this episode, because I don't see him. The way he just answered that question is how I think he's going to answer all questions and interact. Just kind of blah.
All right. Okay, and what do you like to do for fun?
I mean, aside from working out, I like going outdoors. I like hiking. I like traveling, shopping, because I'm an image consultant. So, I mean, that's just something that I do.
All right.
Notice he didn't repeat her question. Sometimes people repeat the question. Well, what do you like to do for fun? Well, what I like to do for fun is, that's a follower. He's not a follower. He used his own words. He spoke up and he addressed the situation, even though he didn't give a lot of details about what it is he liked to do. For example, he didn't say where he wants to travel. He didn't say things like that. He didn't give those details. It's just at this point not necessary. He is communicating. He is being open and honest, but he's just not giving you the deep parts of who he is. and you look at his hands, he's very protected. He's got the mic held up to his chest. He is protecting himself. So he's in protection mode. He don't know what to expect from these women. He's a little scared, but he's not going to try to show it.
Right. Okay, cool. All right, so Marvin, as we see here, there are no balloons popped.
I just noticed that. I forgot the premise of the show for a second.
Yeah, so now what's going to happen is I'm actually going to switch it on over to you. If I can have your toothpick. Thank you. I'm going to have you hold that. So for the first round, I know it's going to be a little bit tough, but we're just going to have you pop 2 balloons strictly based off of looks.
The
So
first
you
one,
can go ahead and pop
he
those
got to get the
2,
first one. She got
and
to
then
go.
I'll go ahead and ask you, off of their
And get
look, what
the
made
get the
you
girl
pop.
in all black. She's not just yeah, she's too skinny. She's not just style. Get the first one. Where is he going? He's past her. Oh no. Yes, get her.
Okay,
Get
and
her.
one more.
The first one. All the way, go left. Oh wow. Okay, by the way, I've not seen this
here, if
episode,
we
so
can
you're
have your
watching me
name and
honestly.
age.
My name is Sincere. I'm 27.
Okay, and let me have you stand right
Oh,
here.
my bad.
There you go. You're good. And Marvin, why did you end up popping her balloon?
She's got too much makeup on.
I guess, if I'm being shallow, it was the outfit. That's really
Outfit
all it
Oh,
is
was.
terrible.
Yeah.
I get you.
Yeah.
We match though.
We do match.
We could go out like now.
She's
okay,
funny.
Marvin.
Okay, and now why did you leave your balloon unpopped for Marvin?
He's in the Air Force. He likes to travel. I was going to ask him if he had his passport and where he has been, but that's
Do have a
okay.
passport.
Okay.
That's great.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Let's go on to our next one over here. If we can have your name and age.
Angel 23.
Okay, and now Marvin, why did we end up popping Angel's balloon?
There's a lot about her I'm just not attracted to.
I don't know. Just not my type, honestly. Yeah.
And in what way? What makes her not your type?
Too much makeup. Her eyes are in jail from those eyelashes.
I guess, yeah, just didn't catch my attention, but I don't mean that in like any kind of crazy way. Just didn't catch my attention.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And
And now,
that's the
Angel,
wrong
why did you
outfit.
leave your balloon unpopped for Marvin?
Because I'm in the Air Force too. So I was,
Really?
yeah.
Oh, man.
But yeah, that's it.
But she's acting like that's all she
Wow.
needed to be.
Yeah.
No substance.
All right.
So he
So
ain't saying anything.
we do have a few ladies still left. Did you have a question to go ahead and help you narrow it down?
Yeah, actually.
Okay.
Do you guys have children?
Okay.
Big question. Wow,
So are
3
you holding
right
up the
there.
number of children you have? Okay.
2
Now,
children?
is that a deal breaker for you?
It is.
It is? Okay.
So sad.
God.
All
just
right,
like
let's
that.
just go ahead and go over to some of those ladies. If we can have your name and age.
My name is Sierra Karas, but I go by Sakari. I'm 30 years old.
Okay.
And Sakari, why did you leave your balloon unpopped for Marvin?
He seems pretty well-rounded, so I just gave it a shot.
See, that's phony. He's well-rounded. You didn't want to say because he's good-looking, you like the way it's looked. He's not showing you well-roundedness. The guy is not talking. He's private. He's in protective mode. He's not opening up. So you don't see any of that.
Appreciate that.
All right. If we can have your name and age.
Hi, I'm Ashley. I'm 29.
Okay. And Ashley, why did you have your balloon unpopped for Marvin?
Well, definitely very polished. He said he was an image consultant. He likes to shop.
They talk just alike, him and her. I don't know if they would have been a perfect couple, but he said he was an image consultant and he did this. And he's like, yeah, I like to do this and I've done that. And I've traveled the world. I'm in the military. I'm an image consultant. I mean, they talk on that same beat. I think they would bore each other because they may be a lot more alike. So that might be a good thing. I don't know. It's just my opinion.
Model. It just kind of fit that way. But also intellectually, I feel like he has a good head on his shoulders, and that's something I'm kind of.
Where are they getting this? He's got a good head on his shoulder. He's intellectual. He's not showing you any of these things. You're making it up. You're making it up.
Focusing on. But
That's what you
I know
want to
popping
believe.
is Deal breaker was kids, and I do have children, so
Fair enough. You're beautiful, though.
thank you.
Thank you.
You're beautiful though. No
We
smile.
can have your name and age.
My name is Leah. I'm 28 years old.
All right. And Leah, why did you leave your balloon unpopped?
He's very handsome. I love his teeth.
Honesty.
I'm a teeth person.
Yeah.
He has nice lips as
Yeah.
well. He's very fit. It's giving my type.
Yeah.
See, that's it.
All right. And now, is she your type? I know you said the kids is a deal breaker, though, but.
No, she's not his type.
Okay. All right, girl.
He lying. He just saying that because she said nice
And
things
then right
about
down
him.
over here.
She's not his
Okay.
type.
If we can have your name and age.
Yes, Alexis. I'm 29.
All right. And Alexis, why did you leave your balloon unpopped?
Because he's a good-looking gentleman. He seems like he has
Honest.
his head on his shoulders. And
I agree with that part.
Yeah.
I agree with her saying he has his head on his shoulders, and what she's talking about is his career moves, his adjustments. He's taking care of himself. He's handling business. I agree with that. But that's all you know.
Yeah. And now, Marvin, is she your type as well?
Of course.
I love the dress.
Thank you.
Red always wins.
All right.
on your
So we do
red
still have
dress.
2 balloons unpopped.
I do.
Did
2
you have
balloons.
another question that you wanted to ask the ladies to help us narrow it down?
Do you smoke?
That's your big deal question.
Let's go over here. If we can have.
This guy is not a very good conversationalist. He wants a woman to talk to him, but he's not asking questions to get them to really go back and forth.
Your name and age.
My name is Heaven. I'm 25.
Okay. And
Heaven.
Heaven, his question was, do you smoke?
No.
Okay, cool.
No, and that's it.
Huh?
Nothing
Let's
else.
go down
Look at that.
here.
Moving on.
If we can have your name and age.
My name is Alexis. I'm 29.
All right. And Alexis, to answer his question, do you smoke?
No. Have I before? Yes, but do I know?
Okay.
Too much information for now.
All right. Lady.
See, I think she likes him because she wanted to be a little more open. So the question was, do you smoke? She could have just said, no, I don't smoke. But she added, I used to in the past, but I don't anymore. She added that because she's trying to present herself as his woman. Interesting.
Do you guys have a question for him?
All right. So, like, what's a few, like, your most important characteristics that you look for in a woman?
I would say level-headed, so you know how to have a conversation. You don't jump to conclusions. You're able to actually have, like if we have disagreements, we can actually go over those disagreements and not just be at each other's throat. I think that's a big thing. I'm a very big communication person, so.
You're not a very big communications person. You're good for saying you want her to be a good communications person. Perhaps you're nervous. I don't see the whole picture of you, so I don't want to be reacting too much. But you are not a good conversationist. You are closed in your statements. Listen to how he closes his watch.
I would say that's number 1.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's number 1. But she was asking for several. But hey, there you go.
Perfect. That was perfect.
Okay.
I mean, communication is key. But, I would say, like, communication and comprehension, though, because a person can communicate with you and not understand you. So you have to be able to understand and communicate. But,
See?
Very nice.
Okay. All right. Let's go down over here. We'll be back for you, girl. Okay. Heaven, did you have a question for Marvin?
Dude, what's your relationship with God?
Excellent question.
I do not have a relationship with God. I
Whoa.
would say that, because, you're Christian, I'm assuming?
Yes.
Or you are Christian?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah, I'm not Christian, but I do explore different religions, but I'm not attached to one. If that's what you're, yeah.
Go ahead.
She's got a pop.
Toothpick, didn't I?
That's a big deal.
Okay. And now, why did we end up popping?
That's very important to me.
Yes.
That's up there.
Fair enough. I respect it.
Okay.
Look how straight faced.
go
This
down
guy
over
just doesn't
here.
smile, no emotions.
Huh?
He doesn't want to
All
be read.
right. Alexis? I heard you say a little something when he said he doesn't have a relationship with God. Is that something that's a problem for you?
He's smirking.
it's very important because, like, he's the one who leads the way. But I would say, though, like, I can't make you believe in God like that.
I'm going to say this right here. Women, listen. If you want a man to be the head of your family, to be the one that takes the lead in your household, he must have something that he answers to, someone. Having God in your life is important for a lot of reasons. Having the Bible is important for a lot of reasons. It's a foundation. Without that, the man can just be off the rockers.
It has to be, like, you have to find him on your own. But, like, having the conversations, eventually, if it happens, it'll probably work. If not, I can't, like, force you to have a relationship. That's between you and God.
Mm-hmm.
But it's important.
Okay. Is it a deal breaker for you?
Oh, Jesus.
She said that's a deal breaker. Good
Only
job.
just because
Hey, Hey, you gotta stick to your roots, all right?
Baby, yeah.
Yeah.
You almost made it.
That's all good.
So you said you
That's all
explore. What does that mean?
So like this month, for instance.
She sees them together. It's something about Arlette with the two of them. She says, wait a minute, wait a minute. Because normally she would just back up and say, okay, well, all the balloons are popped. She didn't say that this time. She said, you said you explore. What does that mean? She's trying to give him a round two.
And so right now Ramadan's being celebrated. And so that's something that I've been looking into because I do like the idea of fasting from different things that just aren't good for you, you know? So I don't necessarily have an attachment to any religion. If it has something that I guess that I vibe with, then I'll do it.
See, his statements don't make sense. This is what I'm saying. He's got some conversational issues. So okay, God goes with religion no matter what religion you believe or want to represent. God goes with religion. And it doesn't matter which God you want to serve. God goes with religion. He's exploring religion. So he does believe in God. But I believe the question was, what type of relationship do you have with God? So he's in search. He's on a mission. He's on a road, but he's confused. He's lost.
You know, but
So you're not like against it, if you will.
I will say with Christianity, so I grew up Christian and I went to a Catholic school, but it was really rough for me. So I think it's kind of like a childhood kind of thing. So that's why I'm not really gravitating towards Christianity because as a kid, it was just rough, you know.
Well, you know what? Me popping a balloon, that probably was my fault because I probably should have engaged more.
Sorry.
Because my father's side, like majority is Muslim.
Okay.
And they're going through Ramadan right now. I've actually like studied it and I have a Quran as well. But
You could have taught me.
you know, to touch a little razzle dazzle, but you know, it's not over. But I just want to, you know, make sure that like you have to understand that he is the way and the only way. That's it.
Okay. So with him being open-minded to that, is that still something that's a deal breaker for you?
I think we can have an open conversation.
She
Are we getting that
compromised.
balloon back?
We can give him a little bit.
Oh my goodness. But the question is,
Let me bring you
does
up
he
here.
want it
Let's
back?
come up here.
Okay.
I'll have you stand right here. All right.
Wow,
So Marvin says she is
interesting.
open-minded to it. Did you all have any final questions for one another before we determine if this is a yes?
I think I'm willing to, you know, get to know him a little bit.
Okay. So is it going to be a yes for you for him?
I would say he earned a yes.
Okay. Yes for you for her?
Yeah.
We got a match!
Smile, man. Smile.
All right, I'll
smirk.
take this mic and you guys can go on off.
This guy lives behind a mask. She's not going to really know what he's thinking because he doesn't put himself out there to be vulnerable. No smile. He's looking at her. He's like, come on, girl, let's go this way. Interesting. Wow. Listen, let me tell you something. She compromised. Her first action in this relationship was to compromise a core belief of who she is. She finished her statement with him, I believe Jesus is the way. After talking about her father's family being Muslim, they're in Ramadan this month, she actually made that statement that Jesus is the way. But she didn't stand on business. She gave in. She's going to always be giving in because she's not going to know what his emotional level is because he's not putting out there his emotional intelligence. So those are things you really have to think about. You know, you only are who you are because what you stand on. If you don't stand for something, then you will fall for anything. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching this episode of An Older Man. That's me, Marvin Kane, talking about and showing my reaction to the popular dating show, Pop the Balloon or Find Love. This has been a lot of fun, educational. We'll see what happens. So don't forget to help us to grow our channel by hitting that subscribe button, helping us to get over 25,000 subscribers. We really do appreciate that support from you. So again, thank you for your time. And as always, remember this.